Hey guys. Um so I just got home from the gym. It is 4:48 on Monday, September 16th. Um 5 minutes past exactly 6 months since Tom's passing. Um it still kind of sucks to acknowledge that, but I mean, despite that, it's been a good day. Um the cab was late getting me, and I didn't want to stay too late at the gym and possibly have an issue with the cabs coming to get me, because Medicaid cabs um, can stop after a certain point, and I didn't want to run into that, so I didn't do my stretches and I didn't do the dumbbells, but I was able to do everything else. Um, so there's that. And there was a tiny bit of discouragement today. I backslid a little. I gained some weight. Realized that you guys are kind of. Sorry, cords kind of, I guess, turning things certain ways. Um, yeah, hi Mocha. Let's go, boy. Um, I'm back up to 515 point, or yeah, 515. I'm not Amber. 315.8. Well, that helped snap me out of my potential funk that I was going into. What the fuck? 315.8. I did not backslide that much, just a little bit. Just under 4 pounds. But, I could have been harder on myself. I could have, started to do like a despair spiral. But instead, I acknowledged that there was a bunch of stuff going on last week. There was the bleeding and, the way I was kind of feeling about my whole dad passing thing, and, how I told you guys how I was kind of feeling low energy at certain points, which could be the seasonal depression, but it could have been the fact that my mind knew how close it was to an anniversary, for lack of a better word, right now. And as much as I maybe tried to not think about it, I was thinking about it. And, I acknowledged how things went awry, and, you know, I fucking went to the gym, you know? Um, Made sure that I got my cardio in. I need to work better on my sleep, but sleep's been. It's been difficult, and part of the reason why I'm thinking about the whole manic depressive thing, or bipolar, whichever they're calling it, um, because I know with Tom, sleep would become wonky for him as he went manic, and so of course I'm thinking about that, thinking about him as I'm going through this, and so it makes me wonder. But in spite of everything, like, overall, I'm okay. Um, there were high points to last week as well. I mean, Amanda, going above and beyond, and the fact that we've been reconnecting, which is also awesome. There was the early birthday gift from Kim, which hopefully I will be able to use tonight. It says 72 hours, so I'm gonna see how it feels later. Um, See if it feels firmy enough, I guess. I mean, I've kind of left it alone in the center of the bed, so who knows? Have you guys been on it? I suppose I'll know. My throat has been dry. It didn't happen until I finished my workout, and then I'm sitting there waiting for the cab, and then fucking. And I also got a bitch at Dollar Shave Club, apparently, because they sent me something that was supposed to have replacement razors and a new handle, and it says received in damaged condition, and there's nothing in it. Nothing. There's supposed to be 6 replacement razor blades and a handle, and as you can see, nada. Just got that out of the mailbox too. So I'm not happy about that. But, again, I keep going back and forth today about, but at least I can keep finding that silver lining, or keeping my glass half full. And I have my boys. It's another thing. It's a very nice silver lining. So, I mean, all in all, I know I'm going to be okay. This was just another blip. And I am probably going to be eating homemade soup for the next 2 weeks, which is definitely going to help me with the whole weight loss thing. Especially because I got dry beans to do this time, and I will rehydrate them using the Instapot, and I figure that way I'm not doing canned beans, which will help with the salt, which reduces sodium, which will potentially, like, if I'm holding water weight or stuff like that because of like a bunch of the salt and stuff I've been eating lately, because I've been eating, preservative foods and stuff. So, I mean, that's probably where a lot of it's coming from. It's not like that I was eating like really, really badly. I just wasn't eating really, really good either. Like, I could have done better. But it wasn't like Amber binging bad, So, I can look at the fact that I fucked up, but acknowledge that it certainly could have been worse, and that just, pick myself up, dust myself off, and get the fuck back in the game, It's, and I think that's probably why I've been, it's probably one of the bigger reasons why I've been so successful in this whole journey over the years. Because I wouldn't, even in the times that I would allow myself to kind of fall off the wagon and gain a little bit, I could cut myself off. That's why I never really considered at any point that I have like a binge eating disorder or anything like that, because I can tell myself no. Yeah. Um and get back in order. Um I seem to have a very strong willpower slash stubbornness, the ability to butt heads with people, very opinionated, however you want to word it. Like, that's, um, I have those qualities, and I think that's a good thing, especially in things like this. Um, Maybe it's not always good to have, but in this particular aspect of my life, I know that it is. And so, I'm being forthright to everyone about the gain and everything else, but like, it's it's nothing. It's nothing big overall. Like, I don't want people to be concerned. Is what I'm trying to say. That, you know, I'm actually gonna be all right. Um, yeah, I've just last week I think was fucking me up more than I wanted to acknowledge. Today is maybe fucking me up more than I wanted to acknowledge. I mean, there's still a lot of good points to today. The fact that I went to the gym, the fact that Nerfy had a really long stream and I had fun. Like, I wasn't interacting with you guys that much during it, but I was listening and it was great, hearing Nerfy's mom, and she's amazing. And I have to remind myself that there is a question I want to ask for Saturday. I believe it is for Saturday's stream with Mama Nerfy. Um, it's potentially going to be a kind of deep one, but it kind of came to me, and I'm curious, but maybe it'll be a good question in the end overall. Um, like, it won't bother. I'm basically the idea of the question is how to word it. I basically want to ask her if she recalls what was going on in the moment that she decided, or otherwise, what was her exact motivation for deciding to to say that this time she's really going to stop, you know her substance stuff. I'm also trying to think about how to word it here, because of YouTube. Um, but yeah, that's what I want to ask her. Um, because, as I mentioned in the stream, my mom didn't decide at any point that we were more important. There were times where she would briefly be sober ish because she never really gave up smoking or smoking. Um, but she would give up, alcohol and other things. But I guess the fact that she was doing us wrong was never motivation enough, or, like, even now, I think she might have some connection with the youngest two of the four of us, but it seems like between me and her, it's like casual acquaintances almost. Like, she occasionally likes stuff that I'm posting on Facebook, and even more rare, she'll comment and she'll say that she's proud of me, which I don't know how to feel or even react to. So usually I just say thank you, um, because I don't want to seem rude. But she doesn't reach out at any point. She didn't reach out when I posted about Tom's passing. All she said was that she was sorry, in a response to my Facebook post, and that was it. No trying to reach me in a private message asking if I would want a phone call, or if there was anything she could do to help, or nothing. Nothing. So I guess I could say I'm a little bit jealous of Nerfy, um, and her sisters, but it's a good kind of jealous. It's like that wholesome anime, kind of, rivalry. I can't say that word right, but that sort of kind of jealous. Um, but and I'm wondering where, how, where, why it clicked for her. You know, um, maybe it would be something good to cover for potentially anyone else who comes across the stream in a playback, or they're in there, because I know there are some other people that are in recovery, who are part of the community, and maybe it would help them have something to connect to, like something that to help give them inspiration. You know, maybe it would help her remember hers. For future reference. That's sort of part of the thought process in my head of why to ask even such a question, because some people might consider that too personal. I don't know. um I was told open book, so I'm approaching it in open book guidelines. I hope it's not too much. And if it is, of course, Mama Nerfy does not need to answer, and I would completely understand. Um, but yeah, I mean, I had fun with the stream, and it's just then I'm coming back to the apartment, and it's quiet. Where especially when Tom had his better days, the TV would be on to some extent. Whether he'd be watching something on it or playing a game, or, um, or it'd be off and he'd be sleeping, and then I'd be hearing the noise of his snoring. But, I mean, I would come home to noise. I came home today, and the only noise was me welcoming, telling the boys I'm home. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were out. I went to pet Mocha, and apparently he was just sleeping. I like that you're talkative, though. I do. Not as chatty as some Siamese, but I like that you're some. And I would be okay if you were more chatty. Oh, baby, on. Um, I'm sorry that I'm not more high energy today. Um, I'm really hoping by Wednesday I'll be feeling just a bit more like my version of normal. You know, um, I didn't want to say better because what I'm feeling isn't necessarily wrong in any way, and I understand that. Um, you know, this is brain chemistry, and the fact that I'm still, at least in part, mourning, and there's a lot of different factors going on, even if I'm not constantly aware of them, that are kind of just playing into this moment right now. And, you know, the fact that I understand this and can appreciate it and understand that this is not forever, this is just right now, I think is good, and it's healthy, and it I get it's just temporary. Um and especially because I have no intention of having this be permanent. I really don't. Because I don't want to be sad all the time. I don't want to make other people sad. I don't want to. I certainly don't want to be one who complains and just makes other people miserable all the time, because that's all I do is complain. Um, I like pointing out like errors for comedic sake, comedy's sake, um, as opposed to just griping about bullshit. Um, but I think I am going to get some food in me. I'm going to do some more dishes to make sure that I have absolutely everything together for my soup prep. And then either later tonight or either later tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to do the AMB Q&A reaction and the Mythbusters episode breakdown, because, well, I mean, I need something to do while I'm prepping. And I mean, might as well, yammer at you guys a little bit, and yay, bonus stream. Or it's not a stream, it's a video, Tessa. I'm there's going to be a hot fix soon, okay? And I'll be all right. I will. I just, maybe I'm not 100% okay today. And that's okay. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. Just so long as you don't make a habit. Because it wouldn't be good for, well, I mean, if I'm talking about myself, it wouldn't be good for me. If I'm talking about you guys, it wouldn't be good for you. It wouldn't be good for the people around us. You know, it. So, today I'm just gonna let myself feel. You know, I'll watch some more YouTube, maybe sing with some music, or watch some Supernatural. Um, really wish I could have watched more of that with Tom. We just never got around to it. See, I think I'm just gonna be a little bit of a mopey bitch. um, is it really mopey or is it just feeling nostalgic? Nostalgic and mopey? I'm just not emo, okay? No emo soap is entering the picture at any point. I promise. So, no matter what, do not worry about me. I will be okay. And I will be the annoyingly, perhaps perky Dessa that we all know and love. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully in the whole know and love part. Come Wednesday. Or tomorrow. I mean, because you'll see my face. And then I'll be doing some raging. And that'll probably help set me right too. Like magnetizing a magnet. Which occasionally you do have to do. So. I didn't do an article today, so there's not going to be one down in the description, but there will be links for the Discord. There will be Casey's GoFundMe. Casey's GoFundMe is running through to the end of October for his top surgery. Please, if you can, donate. There will be a link for I ended up having a link for Macari, because I use that site a lot, like a lot. But then there's also the link tree, which has like my social media stuff, but also links for all my categorized Amazon wish lists. Because neurodivergent. And also like my PayPal, Cash App is also there. Of course, nothing is required, but anything is appreciated. But it's there just if you're feeling froggy. Questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. If you're liking this content, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it so very much if you did. Additionally, thumbs up, thumbs down. You be the judge. I love you guys. Go fuck yourselves. And we'll talk again soon. Bye.